Welcome to part 68 of Let's Play Pokemon Yellow. In this video I'm going to be using Gameshark to catch the rest of the Pokemon I need for the Pokedex. Before I made this video, I was testing out the Gameshark to see if everything works alright. Everything does work alright. I can catch the Pokemon I need with Gameshark fine, except for Pikachu. As you know, only one Pikachu can be obtained normally in this game. And it's the Pikachu that walks around with you. No other Pikachu can be obtained in this game apart from a traded one. Yeah, and it has me as the original trainer and my ID number, which is 54157. Now, it's the ID number that counts. If you obtain another Pikachu in this game, either via Gameshark or via luck, you trade one that has the exact same ID number as you. It doesn't matter about the original trainer. All that matters is the ID number. If you obtain another one that has the exact same ID number as you, that Pikachu will also walk around with you, and it will say Pika Pika and everything like that. That's annoying because it means the Thunderstone won't work on that one either. I was testing this out before I made this video just to see if everything was working, and I caught another Pikachu, and it wouldn't let me use the Thunderstone on that one either, because if you obtain another Pikachu that has your ID number, either by using Gameshark, trading one across that by chance, random chance, has exactly the same ID number, or trading one across and changing the ID number of the Pikachu with Gameshark, which is possible, that Pokemon, that Pikachu, it will walk around with you and it won't be able to evolve with Thunderstone. It will refuse Thunderstones, which is annoying. Now that causes a slight problem. So, which means if I want to get a Raichu, I have to Gameshark a Raichu, or trade across a Raichu. I can't get another Pikachu across with my ID number and have it evolve with the Thunderstone, unless I catch another Pikachu, change its ID number with Gameshark, and then it will count as a traded Pokemon. It will behave like a traded Pokemon. It won't say Pika Pika and walk around with me. And then when I'm about to, then I can train it up, which will be easier anyway, because it will get more experience points, because it will be a traded Pokemon. And then I can evolve that one into Raichu with the Thunderstone, and then as soon as it's evolved into Raichu, I can change its ID number back to my ID number with Gameshark, and then it will be a Raichu that has my ID number. Now this might seem like a lot of kerfuffle, but it's the only way, believe me, the only way to obtain a Raichu in this game that has my ID number, apart from using Gameshark to catch one. I don't want to use Gameshark to catch one because it won't have learnt all the moves that Pikachu does, like Thunder Wave. Well, it might know Thunder Wave, but it won't know Light Screen and Thunder, for example, because it won't have learnt them, because Raichu doesn't learn any moves, because it's an evolved Pokemon with an Element Stone. So that's the only way I'm going to be able to get a Raichu that has Thunder and has my ID number. It's the only way. I'm going to have to catch a Pikachu with Gameshark, change its ID number with the Gameshark so that it behaves like a traded Pokemon, level it all the way up to level 50, where it learns its final move, evolve it into Raichu with a Thunderstone, then after it's evolved into Raichu, then change its ID number back to 54157, and then it'll be my Raichu. Absolutely ridiculous, it's annoying, but in this game they didn't expect one to catch a Pikachu. It's impossible. So if you do get a Pikachu in this game that has another Pikachu that has your ID number, it walks around with you and behaves like like the other Pikachu. It's really annoying. I didn't think it would be like this. I thought it would just be, only the Pikachu that you get from Professor Oak behaves and walks around with you and says Pika Pika. But any Pikachu that you obtain in this game as your ID number will behave like the one Professor Oak gave you. There's no other way around it. So that's what I'm going to have to do. Of course, what I could do Now what I could do is change the ID number of this Pikachu and then evolve it with the Thunderstone and get a Raichu that way, but I won't, because this is the original Pikachu and I don't want to do that because this is the original one I got at the start. So I'm going to get another Pikachu and do that method I just explained. Anyway, so in the words of Blue Peter, here's a cheat list that I obtained and made earlier. I'll just press the cheat button. You won't be able to see the mouse, but you are able to see the menu. You won't be able to see the mouse pointer, but you can see the menu that I've just clicked on. So if I load cheat list, no, not load cheat list rather, that just loads the one I saved. If I just, I've already loaded it. If I just press cheat list here, it will show you all the cheats that I found. I found these on Game Winners. Game Winners didn't have the Buy Dome Fossil cheat. I got that one from some other place. I scoured the if that's the word I'm looking for. Scoured the internet for all these cheats. Okay, this is the one for catching Pikachu. This is the one. These two. Click on these two, and this will change the ID number of the Pokemon that's on the top of your list, or on the top of your group that you hold with you. That changes the ID number to a random number that I just chose at random. I just chose 01. The modifier is 0101. It's the second 01. That's the modifier. So I changed it to 01. I think it changes it to 256 or some rubbish. The ID original. That's the cheat. If I tick those two, that'll change the Pokemon at the top of my list back to my original ID number. That was a pain to find. I had to test a lot of numbers out, a lot of hex values out, but that changes the Pokemon back to my ID number, so that's what I'm going to use for Pikachu. Then there's one for Eevee, Koffing, Eevees for Jolteon and Flareon, Koffing for Koffing and Wheezing, Meowth for Meowth and Persian, and Weedle for Weedle, Kakuna and Beedrill. I have a cheat for Ekans and Arbok, cheat for Magmar, Electabuzz, Hitmonlee, Jynx, because you can't get those in this game. The only Jynx you can get actually is the one called Lola from Blue and Red, and another Mr. Mime, like I said I would, because the only Mr. Mime you get in this game is one called Miles, which I don't like. I'd rather have it be called Mr. Mime. And I could have had a cheat for catching a Kabuto, but I decided to, as I said before, I was going to buy a Dome Fossil, which when you press that, go inside it. If you go inside it, any shop, it'll be the top choice. Buy a Dome Fossil. You have to be careful when you buy when you buy items that you can't delete. You can't toss the Dome Fossil because it counts as a key item. So make sure you only buy one. Otherwise, you'll have to the only way to get rid of them will be to turn them all. If you choose 99 by accident, and they're all £0 by the way, because you're not supposed to buy them. Although if you buy rare candy, they're 4,800 because you can sell them for 2,400. Anyway, and you can buy a nugget for 10,000 because you sell them at 5,000. Anyway, but if you buy a Dome Fossil, don't choose 99 because the only way to get rid of the Dome Fossils will be to turn every single one of them into Kabuto and then get rid of them that way. And if you choose to buy a Sylph Scope for whatever reason, I don't know why you'd want to, you can't get rid of them at all. And if you get more than 99, it takes up more than one item slot and you won't be able to get rid of them. I remember using the Missing No cheat on Pokemon Blue and I accidentally made it so that I had 130 Sylph Scopes and I couldn't get rid of them. And if I got one out, then it counted it in my items as well, and if I put it back in, it would take 2 slots in the PC. So if I carried on doing that, I had to stop doing it because if I carried on doing it, I'd run out of space. It's a nightmare, and you can't get rid of the Sylph Scopes. Anyways, that's all the cheats I'm going to be using really. So the first cheat I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be catching a Pikachu. I think if you put 2 cheats on at once, it only counts the first one, I think, because I tried putting 2 at once, thinking I could catch 2 Pokemon without having to change the cheat, but it only let me catch the top one. So I'm gonna be catching 2 Eevees, a Pikachu, a Koffing, Meowth, Weedle, Ekans, Magmar, Electabuzz, Hitmonlee, Jynx, Mr. Mime, and buying a Dome Fossil. Anyway, so Pikachu first. Okay, I'll be catching a Pikachu as soon as I've paused the recording to stop the audio going out of sync. I'll be back in just a mo. And we're back. Okay, I'm going to put Parasect to the front of the team so I can use Spore, of course, and I'm going to put this Pikachu away just so I can show you that the one we catch also walks around with us. Pokemon encountered using Gameshark, most of the time they'll look glitched, but some of the time they won't. It doesn't matter, once they're caught they behave like normal Pokemon. This never occurred with Game Genie. With Game Genie, one put a code in, and the cheated Pokemon, they must be encountered. They can only be encountered in the patch of grass just outside the exit of Mount Moon. That one patch of grass. I don't know why, but there wasn't a code for anywhere else. It was always that patch of grass. I remember catching a Mew there. But they never look glitched. Anyway. Right, let's change the box. I'll put Pikachu in box number 4 because I want box number 5 to be for the Gameshark Pokemon only. For now, anyway. Let's change back to box number 5. And then let's catch a Pikachu. I don't think I have any Pokemon on me that won't faint the Pikachu first time if I do a move. It doesn't matter, a Spore should do, and an Ultra Ball, maybe 2 Ultra Balls. I could use those Pokemon, one of those Pokemon I got in a trade, but I can't be bothered to get it out. There we go. This will be a Pikachu. And it is glitched, yeah. Some of the time it isn't, but in my experience most of the time it is glitched. It doesn't matter, once we catch it, it'll be normal. Oh, it's level 16. Sometimes I have noticed that the Pikachu will have the moves of the Pokemon that you normally find it. Like, I remember one time I've encountered a Pikachu using Gameshark in the practice run of this that I did before I made this video, just to see if everything was working. If everything were working, rather. I encountered a Pikachu and it did Hyper Fang on me. Right, let's do Spore. And then use an Ultra Ball. I don't know how many Ultra Balls it will take, because I can't weaken it, because even one of these moves, even with weak old Parasect, it will faint it, so I'll just have to try an Ultra Ball. Here we go. Yep. Oh, good, first time. That's lucky. I was expecting to use at least 3. No, I don't. And now we have a Pikachu walking around with us. You see? See, that behaves like the other Pikachu. Even though it's asleep, it's walking around, but I've mentioned that before. See, it also says Pikachu, instead of the normal call which you can hear on the Pokedex. It'll only make the normal call if I change the ID number, which I will do now. And to change the ID number, oh good, it does no Pikachu moves. I would have been annoyed if it didn't know Pikachu, if it didn't know Pikachu moves. Unfortunately, because it's at level 16, after the level it learns Tail Whip, it's like the daycare centre. It's put over the moves over the first one, so I don't have Thunder Shock anymore. So it's put Tail Whip over that. That's why I'd rather would have had a Pikachu at level 5 or something, because then I could choose to keep Thunder Shock, which I would have done, but now I can't. It doesn't matter. I would have replaced Thunder Shock with Thunder anyway. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to change this Pikachu so it's in the number 1 slot there, and I'm going to do Gameshark, and I'm going to change the ID number. Now, I'll untick the Pikachu one. I don't want to catch Pikachus anymore, I already have one, and I'll tick these two. Tick both of these ones. That's just a random number. The modifier, the normal code is the first 2 digits and the last 4 digits. You replace the third and fourth digits of each of these 2 codes. I just put it to 0101 just for random, just to change it to anything really. It's this code that's important, the ID original code I wrote down that I named. That will change the Pokemon in the first slot back to my ID number. That's the important one, so I can change Raichu back into my ID number. Okay, so they're checked. Okay, so now the Pikachu isn't walking around anymore, and that's because I've changed the ID number. You see, it did the normal call now, and the ID number, it wasn't 256, it's 257. It's been changed to 00257, so it's a normal, it's normal Pikachu, and it's behaving like a traded one. So if I get experience with it, I'll just do a battle quickly, and I'll show you. It'll get enhanced experience, more experience points. You see, it's behaving like a normal one now, not the one that talks. I'll get anything out on a star, because Pikachu, he might lose this fight, especially as he's lost Thunder Shock, annoyingly. Thunder Shock would be good on Pidgey, anyway. What can we do? Hydro Pump, yeah, that'll kill it. Assuming it works, which it has done. Guaranteed death, that one. Yep. Pikachu gained a boosted 85 experience points. You see, it's boosted. That's because it's a traded Pokemon. Traded Pokemon get boosted experience. Okay, now if I turn the code off, it will go. It'll turn Pikachu back to its original code. To keep the code, swap it out with anything. Right, that's made Parasect temporarily a different ID number. So now what I do is I turn the code off. Turn the code off, and that will make Parasect back to normal, which it has done. It's my Parasect again. However, Pikachu will still be 257, so that's still a traded Pikachu. That counts as a traded Pikachu now, from someone named SC with ID number 00257. However, I can't change it back if I tick those and untick them again. It's now permanently a traded Pikachu. But I can change it back. I'll just show you again. I can change it back if I do the other code. If I tick the other code that I saved. So the ID original, tick both of them, and then it's my Pikachu again. It has 54157 as an ID number again. It's my Pikachu, and it will walk around with me again. There we are. It's walking around with me again. However, I don't want that, so I'm going to turn the code off and have it go back to being a traded 4-1. Now, after I evolve it into Raichu at level 50, once I train it up, I will use the ID original code again and turn the Raichu back into a Raichu that has me as the original trainer and the ID number 54157 or whatever it is. Okay, so that Pikachu is back to being a traded 4-1 now. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's put this Pikachu away. Now that I have it. It's a normal Pikachu, normal one. Okay, now I'm going to catch the rest of them. Okay, I'm going to pause the video to stop the audio going out of sync, and I'll be back in just a moment again. And we're back. Okay, let's put Parasect to the front again so I can use Spore. And which Pokemon should we catch now? Let's catch 2 Eevees. Okay. I'm only doing this for the Pokemon that I can't catch in yellow. If I weren't doing Gameshark, the other thing I could do, which would take longer, is play a game of blue and red, or another yellow, and trade across with myself. But I really can't see the point of doing that if I can do Gameshark. The end result is the same. I just get the Pokemon I need without having to catch it. So I might as well Gameshark it. Otherwise, I just have to play through blue and red, or another yellow, trade with myself, and all that annoyance, and then get another Eevee that way, and do the same for Koffing or whatever. It's just a pain. So if you don't like the cheating, that I'm cheating. It's the same thing. I could do this normally if I wanted to. I could play through a game of Blue and Red, get the save file, and then trade with myself using TGB Duel for those Pokemon quite easily. But I'm not going to because it's just a waste of time. It's just the same doing this. Anyway, we need 2 Eevees. I'm only doing this for the Pokemon. Oh, it looks normal. That's interesting. I'm only doing this for the Pokemon that I can't catch. I can't catch another Eevee, and I can't get a Koffing and all those other ones, and I can't get a Hitmonlee now because I chose Hitmonchan. Oh, it's level 3. That's interesting. Okay, let's use Spore, and then an Ultra Ball. It didn't affect enemy Eevee. That's really surprising because that's the first time that's happened. Because Spore has nearly 100% accuracy rate. Nearly, it's like 99 point something like that. So that's the first time that's ever happened because it's the most reliable sleeping move. Anyway, now Eevee's asleep. Now we're going to use an Ultra Ball. Oh, I can't believe that. Yeah, all I'd do is just play through blue, red or yellow again, get the save file and trade across another Eevee, the one I get in the what's that place called? The mansion. I think that place is called Mansion, the Pokemon Mansion as well. You know, at the back, in the back door where we got an Eevee the last time, where we saw the person who knows everything or something. Anyway, let's do another Ultra Ball. Can't believe that didn't work. There we go. Okay, that's Eevee sorted. Let's get another Eevee. We need 2, one for Jolteon and one for Flareon. Nope. Wonder if this one will be glitched. It will be glitched because it's taking ages. Yep, it's glitched. Yeah, it took ages there. I thought it might crash, but luckily it didn't. It's level 15 one this time. This will be slightly harder to catch. Yeah, I did actually see a Pikachu that used Hyper Fang. It obviously had Rattata's moves. I wonder what would have happened if I'd caught it. Would it be a Pikachu with Hyper Fang? I don't know. Anyway, it's asleep. Let's use another Ultra Ball. And again, and it's woken up. This thing's harder to catch than a Mewtwo was. That thing kept waking up as well. About to run out of Ultra Balls here. Nope. Nope. See, I can't do a move on it, otherwise I'll faint it. That's the annoying thing. Good. That should have worked. Yep, good. I've no other choice just to put it to sleep and then throw balls at it, really. No, I don't. Okay, that's the 2 Eevees sorted. Okay, let's go and purchase some more Great Balls, Ultra Balls, Pokeballs. Probably not Ultra Balls because they don't sell them here, I think. They'll probably have to be Great Balls. No, they're just Pokeballs. Let's just get a load of them. Let's get... yeah, 99 of them, why not? I do have that Master Ball that I said I was going to test out. I will test it out, but after I've caught a few more Pokemon. I might as well use it up. Okay, which Pokemon are we going to catch now? Cheat list. Okay, we're done with Eevee. Let's catch a Koffing. Oh good, it's not glitched. Although it wouldn't matter if it were, really. We could still catch it. Yeah, Koffings are only available in blue and red, I think, or something. They're not available in this game, so I have to Gameshark them. Or trade for them, which I can't be bothered to do. Okay. 1 Ultra Ball left. Yep. Oh good, the last Ultra Ball works. Good. Okay. And we'll read that later, of course. Okay, we've done that. Okay, let's put the Pokeballs we bought all the way to the top so it's easier to use them, not over the rare candies. Okay. Yep, so what are we catching now? We've done Koffing, let's catch a Meowth. Only available on blue. So if we wanted a Meowth, we'd have to trade with blue. I'd have to play through blue up to the point where I can catch a Meowth and trade it. And it's going to be a glitched one, yep. You don't look like a Meowth, you look like a square, a yellow and red square. Oh yeah, use a Pokeball. Good. Oh. Oh, good. Could I use Dragon Rage? That always gets 40 HP off. Maybe they have less than at 40 HP there. I wouldn't want to risk it. Can't be bothered to get Dragonite out either, or Gyarados for that matter. Okay, that's Meowth sorted. Okay, what are we catching now? A little bit tedious this. Weedle. Let's catch a Weedle. Only available on red and blue in Viridian Forest. Not available in this game. It's glitched. And it's level 14 Weedle, which means that's annoying actually. I think I might try and catch a level 3 one because where can I go? If I go back to Pallet Town, I might be able to catch a level 3 one. I think we only catch level 14s here because that's the Pokemon normally found there are level 14. So I'd rather catch level 3 Weedle because it evolves into Beedrill at level 10. So I don't really want it, at level 14. I'd rather catch a Weedle that's level 3 or level 2 or something. Yep, here's a level 2 one. Because level 2 Pokemon are caught here. I suppose I could have caught a Pikachu here as well and it would have kept Thundershock. Doesn't really matter though. Anyway, what are we doing? We're doing Spore, then a Pokeball. Not rare candy. Oh, come on. Good. Right. That's Weedle sorted. Okay, what are we catching now? Okay, we're done with Weedle. Let's catch an Ekans. Only available in red. Sandshrew was in blue, and the counterpart for red was Ekans. Except Sandshrew is a lot better. Ekans is actually quite rubbish in my opinion. That weird L-shaped block is apparently an Ekans. Alright, another Spore. And another Pokeball. Good. That's Ekans sorted. They're easy to catch here as well because they're level 2. That's Ekans sorted, thank you. Right. Who's next? Oh, Magmar. Yeah, what? Alright, yeah. Magmar. Yeah, Magmar is only available from the Burnt Out Mansion on Pokemon Blue. Electabuzz. Oh, it's not glitched. Electabuzz is only available on red, in the patch of grass outside the power plant, and I think in the power plant as well. Although I'm not sure about that. It presumably is, but I know for a fact it's in the patch outside, patch of grass outside the power plant, which is the one outside the rock tunnel entrance. Okay, Pokeball. It isn't bad, Magmar. It's just a fire type that doesn't evolve. Okay, time for Electabuzz. Does that work? Yeah, Electabuzz is ticked. For some reason, when I tick one, it puts the list up to the top again. I don't know why. Okay, so Electabuzz. Yep. Let's catch it. Electabuzz. I think in Gold, Silver, Crystal there are baby versions of them. Oh, it's not glitched either. Yes, I think Magmar's baby is Magby, and Electabuzz's baby is called Elekid, I think. They evolve at level something or other. Okay, Spore, running out of spores. It's woken up immediately. It's done Quick Attack, which despite being level 2 worked, because it always has priority, unless the other Pokemon uses Quick Attack and it's faster. Alright, let's use Pokeball. No, it's broken free. Nope, and again. Yeah, so the only legitimate way of getting an Electabuzz in this game is to trade with red, which I can't be bothered to do. I can't be bothered to play through red as well, just to trade an Electabuzz. And the others, anyway. That's Electabuzz sorted. Right, so you took 2 or 3, I can't remember. I wasn't counting. Okay, who's next? Oh, Hitmonlee. Let's catch a Hitmonlee. Get rid of Electabuzz. Hitmonlee. Yeah, we can only choose one, Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee, and I chose Hitmonlee, so I could trade for Hitmonlee with blue, red, and yellow, another red, yellow, or blue playthrough, assuming that I chose Hitmonchan, assuming that I chose Hitmonlee in those ones, so I can trade the Hitmonlee across. That's the only way. I can't pick up the other Pokeball. Maybe there's a Gameshark code where I can pick up the other Pokeball and get Hitmonlee, but this is easier. It said better not get greedy. Okay, let's put it to sleep as always. 2 spores left, 1 now. Spore really is very useful for catching Pokemon. I really like it. Okay, Pokeball. Nope. Nope. This one's being a pain. Come on. This is the 3rd one. Nope. Good job I bought 99 of them. Nope. No, it's woken up. Have another spore. That's my last spore. Could use an ether, but I can't be bothered. Oh, come on, Hitmonlee, for God's sake. No, I can't use any more spores. Yeah, do I have any ethers on me? I don't want to waste an ether on that, though. I mean, do I have any Pokemon that can put him to sleep? No. I could whittle him down with the Eevee I caught. Suppose I could do that. That might make him easier to catch, but that's all I can do, really. Just done double kick. You little sod. You little sod. Yeah, it's super effective. Unbelievable. Right, okay. Mewtwo. Right, let's just throw Pokeballs at it and hope. Because it's used... this is really annoying. Come on, Hitmonlee. I miss the Pokemon. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to go away and come back. Ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna have to heal up and then catch another hit, and then encounter another Hitmonlee. Ridiculous. I miss the Pokemon. It's only at level 3. Oh, anyway, right, another Hitmonlee. That will always be the Hitmonlee that got away. See, this is how Professor Oak found a Pikachu here. He was using Gameshark. Because whenever I search around here without Gameshark, it's always Pikachus and Rattatas. He was using Gameshark. Right, now bloody well get caught. Stop annoying me. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna get Eevee out since it's weak and I can maybe whittle it down a bit with Eevee. Right, what can we do? We can do a tackle. Not bad, do another one. This is the most annoying Pokemon to catch. It's a level 4 Hitmonlee. It's woken up, do a tackle, good. Doesn't matter if Eevee gets... No, it's alright. Okay, now it's put to sleep. There's no way it cannot get caught now. Can't believe I had to do that. I can't believe it has meditated at level 4. Right, Spore. I think I need the Master Ball for this. I mean, right. There's no way you can't get caught from this. Oh. It's asleep and with no health left. Come on. And again, this is just ridiculous. Stay in there. Yes, yes. At last. I can't believe the rigmarole I had to go through to get that thing. A level 4 Hitmonlee. God. Thank you. Right, go away. Okay. Alright, who's next? Jynx. Right, I'm going to fly back to Vermilion. Okay, I'm going to fly back to Vermilion. I'm going to get the Master Ball out just to show you that. I won't have to faff around either. I'll get the Master Ball out. I'll just show you the Master Ball since I'm never going to use it now. You know, I didn't use it for any of the legendaries or Mewtwo. No escape rope. Where's the Master Ball? There it is. Good. Only one in the game. More can be obtained with the Gameshark, of course. And they're all £0 because if you try to sell the Master Ball, you don't get any money for it. Anyway. Okay, let's turn Hitmonlee off and then get Jynx. That's it. Let's find a Jynx. Jynx is only available in red and blue as the traded one that's called Lola. You can't catch it in blue, red or yellow without Gameshark. Of course you can always trade one across from later games like Gold, Silver, Crystal, because you can catch one in those games, I think. Yeah, you can, but I don't know if it's all of them or only one of them, but I remember in Silver I could catch a Jynx, I think. You can trade one back to Yellow from there, but, you know, they didn't intend that. When this game was released, they only intended you, the only Jynx they intended you to be able to get was the one called Lola from Blue and Red that you trade. Can't remember what we trade for it. No, it's gone. Okay, for this one we're using the Master Ball because, you know, just to use the Master Ball up really, because I didn't use it for Mewtwo. I could have used it for Mewtwo, would have caught it instantly, but I wanted to show you how to catch Mewtwo without the Master Ball. Here's a Jynx. Annoyingly long cry there. Okay, Master Ball it. This is guaranteed to work. There we go. It never misses. And it never fails. Okay, Jynx is sorted. Human shape. Anyway. Okay, now we're catching another Mr. Mime. Let's do that now. This video's running on a bit. Okay, Mr. Mime. Yep, there we go, Mr. Mime. I'll have to use the Spore and Pokeballs on it though, annoyingly. Yay, it's a Mr. Mime that's actually called Mr. Mime and not either Marcel or Miles, which are the only legitimate Mr. Mimes in blue, red and yellow. Okay, Spore. Just done quick attack. Oh, this one might have Rattata's moves. I'll see if it does. No. It's woken up. Yeah, it might have Rattata's moves if it has quick attack. That doesn't matter. Once I train it up, it will learn Mr. Mime's moves. Mr. Mime. I remember when I first watched the Pokemon cartoon thing, which I don't actually watch because it's rubbish, but one of the few times I watched it, the first time I watched it, it was about Mr. Mime, and I thought to myself, that's ridiculous, Mr. Mime, and I still think it's ridiculous. It just looks really stupid. This thing is being annoying. Come on, Pokeball. No. Stop waking up. Wish I still had that Master Ball now. Oh good, it's worked. No, I don't. It's good we have a normal name, Mr. Mime now. Okay, now I'm going to turn the cheat on for buying a Dome Fossil. Turn Mr. Mime off. There we go. Buy Dome Fossil. And then we're going to go and buy a Dome Fossil, and then go and get ourselves a Kabuto. Then I'll end the video. Okay, this will work. Yes, buy, and oh look, we can buy a Dome Fossil for £0. So yes, please, one Dome Fossil. Again, don't get 99 because the only way to get rid of them, because you can't toss them because they're key items. The only way to get rid of them, the way to tell key items is if there's no number next to them in your menu, in your item menu, that means you can't toss them. You're only supposed to have one of them. The only way to get rid of these Dome Fossils, if you get 99 of them, is to use them all up in the Pokemon Lab and then release the Kabutos. So don't get 99, just get one. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for the Dome Fossil. I thought they were rare. And there he is. There's that bloke selling them. That can't be legal. Anyway, so we're going to put the Dome Fossil in the lab and then get a Kabuto that way, just to make it slightly more legitimate. Because since I can do it, otherwise I could just Gameshark one and just catch a glitched-looking one. That would be normal. Okay, so. Yep, talk to this bloke again. Hiya, I am important doctor. I study here rare Pokemon fossils. You, have you a fossil for me? Yep, Dome Fossil. Oh, that is Dome Fossil. It is fossil of Kabuto, a Pokemon that is already extinct. My resurrection machine will make the Pokemon live again, yes. So you, hurry and give me that. SE handed over Dome Fossil. I take a little time. You go for walk a little while. Okay, that means we have to leave the building, then come back. And then we'll have a Kabuto. And then I'll end the video. I just want to see if that Mr. Mime does have Rattata's moves, actually, because I'm quite interested to see that now. I didn't actually test it out when I was testing out the Gameshark codes before I made this video. I want to test that theory out. Where were you? Outside. Your fossil is back to life. It was Kabuto, like I think. SC got Kabuto, blah blah blah, no nickname. Yep, sent to PC. Yep, thank you very much. Yeah, you can keep giving him fossils. You're only supposed to have 2 in the whole game, but if you have another one, you can just keep giving him fossils over and over again, as long as you get them. So there isn't a limit to how many fossils you can do. Like, they should have put it to 2, and then I wouldn't have been able to do that. Anyway, let's turn that code off, and then that's the end of game sharking. That's it, no more game sharking. We've done everything. Next time I'll Game Shark, though, will be when I turn Raichu back into back into my ID number. Anyway, let's put that Eevee away, and then I'll have to train them all off. I'll train them all up off camera. I can't be bothered to show you. I'll train them all up off camera. Then I'll show you the evolutions of Koffing and Meowth and things, and Kabuto as well. I'll show you all those things, but I'll show you I'll show you the evolutions and the evolutions of Eevee as well. But I'll train them all up. Okay, so I want to have a look at Mr. Mime. No, it has Confusion and Barrier, despite the fact it used Quick Attack. You saw it use Quick Attack. It knows Confusion and Barrier, so even though it was using Rattata's moves because it was replacing a Rattata, it only knows Confusion and Barrier. That's very interesting. So we'll train up that Mr. Mime and not the one we have. The one called Miles. Yeah, I'll train up these ones off camera. The Pikachu to level 50. Eevee, I can evolve them immediately into Jolteon and Flareon. They don't matter. They'll still learn Eevee's moves. I think like Sand Attack or something. Pikachu, I'll train up to level 50, so I can evolve it into Raichu. Koffing, I'll train it up just before it evolves into Wheezing. Same for Meowth, just before it evolves into Persian. Same for Weedle, just before it evolves into Kakuna. Then just before it evolves into I'll show you Kakuna evolving into Kakuna, then I'll show you it evolving into Weedle. Same for Ekans evolving into Arbok. Magmar, Electabuzz, Hitmonlee, Jynx and Mr. Mime don't evolve, and Kabuto will evolve it up to level 39 where it evolves into Kabutops at level 40. I will just show you the oh yeah, no, I don't need to show you there because I've changed the ID number, yeah. I've changed the ID number, yeah. If it's a P with my ID number, it won't evolve with the Thunderstone, like I said, because it's one that walks around with you. It will say Pikachu is refusing, or whatever, or whatever it says. Pikachu refuses, or some nonsense. So it now will evolve with Thunderstone because it's a normal Pikachu. But as soon as it evolves into Raichu at level 50, when I use the Thunderstone after it's learned its final move, I will then change it back to a Raichu with my ID number, so it'll be my Raichu. So I'll just heal up. Thank you very much for watching this. I hope you don't mind the cheating, but it's either that or just play through blue, red and yellow and do all the videos of that, which I'm sure you don't want to see. So it's either that or Gameshark, and I chose Gameshark. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next part, where I will be showing you the evolutions of the Pokemon that I got. Oh, 142 on the Pokedex now. Let's have a quick look. Yep, nearly everything now. I'm only missing Kabutops on the scene thing. Everything else is now obtained up there. Still don't have Jolteon and Flareon. Electabuzz, Jynx, Magmar. Yep, all those are obtained now. Oh, don't have a Wheezing yet though. Yeah, so did I save it? I'll save it again. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.